Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Josh Bet Slip family? This is Professor Parlay coming with Poolside Pat, Chicks Picks Jen, and C Money. We have a packed house tonight, but we are coming with a lot of bets. 28 and 19. I'm assuming that is the Cardinals' record.
Correct.
Go Braves, which still has the best record in baseball. CJ Cup, which is kind of wild that the golf tournament this week is the CJ Cup, and he's not here for that. And then another big day for the Professor, only up another 8 or 9 units last night. No big deal.
No big deal. We won't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that Walker cost us a plus 18,000 last night.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
That would have been an even bigger day for everyone. But
it's true.
That's all right. We're going to get into it. We got some games that are coming up in about 40 minutes, so we'll go ahead and jump into the thing that keeps us from getting sued, which is the disclaimer. Number one, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. Gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. If you need it, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, we are not professional gamblers. We show that every day on this show. We do give you a lot of good stats and a lot of bets that we think are good, but we're not paid to do this. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. If you do that, I think that you are in good shape, because if you set a limit and stick to that limit, you will be fine. But if you do run into an issue because gambling can be addictive, please seek help and call 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated with any sponsor or sponsored by any specific sports book. However, we are affiliated and sponsored by our number one sponsor, which is Nevin Eyewear. We all have it. We love them. They are polarized.
Yeah.
They have a guarantee where if they get lost, damaged, scratched, whatever you fill out a form, they will replace them for free. They are durable. I know Pat wears his every single day. I've found mine all over the place, and they haven't scratched or broken yet, which is kind of shocking. I also haven't lost them, which I like to do with sunglasses, which is even better. But if you use our code that you can find in our link tree on X, you will get 30% off of one pair if you're going to buy prescription, because they do sell prescription sunglasses too. I would use that 30% off code. But if you're going to buy regular sunglasses, use the buy one, get two free. Either way, you're going to get free shipping, because both of those will be over $50. When you use the buy one to get two free, you usually get around 3 pair for right around $85, $90, which you're getting about $30 a pair, and they are very good, polarized, high-quality sunglasses. So check out Nevin Eyewear. We love them. Use our link. Let them know we sent you, and you will get that discount. They may be they run deals every now and then, so they may be running additional deals. I don't know, but I do know that either way, you can get that 30% off for the buy one, get two free. We're not affiliated with a specific sports book. How we are affiliated with something that's very similar to a sports book, which is Plavo, formerly known as Player Profit. And they have a challenge system where you can buy packages ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. And if you use our code JTBS, regardless of which package you buy, how much you spend, you will get 10% off. If you buy that $30 package, you will get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with. You have 2 challenges you must complete to get funded. The first challenge is to get to 10% profit and 10% losses. If you can beat that challenge, you move on to challenge 2, in which case you got to get to 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you're able to complete challenge 2, you are then funded, and you will get to cash out up to 70% of profit up to that point going forward. If you don't like the 2-challenge system, they do have one called the Blitz, which is a 1-challenge system, in which case you must get to 25% profit before getting the 10% losses. It's a little harder because it's a lot more in one challenge. However, if you complete that, then you would go straight to the funded stage and can cash out 70% up to that point and going forward as well. There are many other rules, regulations, stipulations, minimum picks per round. Check out playvo.com, watch their video, and it will explain it a little bit better than I did. But if you're looking for the best bet of the day, I'm taking Shohei Ohtani 2+ total bases at -107. I know that most of these games he's pitched, he hasn't hit, but today he is. And last year when he hit, the days he pitched, he hit phenomenal. He had several home runs on days he pitched. And he's got a 6-game hitting streak right now where he's got 12 hits over that 6 games. So he's got many multiple hit games over that period of time. He does not have the long ball going this year quite like he normally does. He's only hit 1 over his last 6 games. Over his career, though, he's 1 in every 2 to 3 games. So he is due for a home run. So that would clear it for us here. Or just a couple of base hits. I think we're going to have one of those classic Shohei days where he gets maybe 6-7 innings, gives up less than 2 runs, gets 6 or 7 strikeouts, and gets a double or better in this game. Got him at -107, so I really like this considering it's right around even money.
Yeah, it was like I don't know if you just mentioned this. My apologies if you did. It's like the first time he's hitting in like a month. I think I saw.
Yeah, when he's pitched. Yeah, I think that they think that him not hitting when he pitches is actually kind of messing his flow up. So I think they're bringing it back because he was doing very well last year doing both. I know he's going for a Cy Young this year, and his ERA is like point something. It's ridiculously low. But I don't think him just hitting is going to affect that. He doesn't play in the field. He just DHs. So, like, I mean, he's pitching, so he plays in the field a little bit. But it's not like he's getting a lot of run in a typical game as pitcher in the field. So, like, I feel like he proved last year he can do it. So, I think just put him out there, let him do his thing.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited.
That being said, we'll move on. We do not have the PD King here, but he did give us a performance double of the day. He's got Chris Sale 7+ Ks and the Braves money line at +118. Sale has 7 Ks in his last 5 outings after missing in 3 of 4 to start the year. Braves should beat Miami. Has struck out 2. What does that say? Oh, I'm sorry, my thing's in the way. 2 of 9 versus Miami's lineup lifetime. 2 of 9. What is that? B.
Boyfriends. I'm sure it's batter spaced.
That probably is batter's face. It messed me up because there's a little thing. I was like, what is BF? Struck out 2 of 9 batter's face versus Miami. Sale's getting to 7 Ks. And if he does, the Braves have a good chance of winning. The only thing that worries me is every time Sale goes out of the game, if he gets to 6 innings, the Braves win. If he doesn't get to 6 innings, it could get sketchy. The Braves can get to that 8th inning. They have 2 pitchers that have a .53 ERA between the 2 of them. So we'll see what happens. What is choking you up over there, Pat?
It took me a second, but somebody just boyfriend.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, but
He's got 2 out of 9 boyfriends.
As you can see, the PD King is up 1.39 units on the month, so he is profitable on this bet for the month. This will get us up to 2.5 units. So we're gonna knock this out. And the funny thing is, when the PD King wasn't here, I was just forcing Braves PDs every day for him, and then he comes in and he puts one in anyway. So
Yeah.
I probably would have done 6 Ks in the Braves money line and been safer at even money. But you know what? That's why he's the PD King. I don't do that. He does. That's why we let him run this slide because this is his thing. We're going to move on.
I call dibs on the next time he's not here and doesn't make one.
All right, I got you. We're going to move on to the only other segment we have left before we get to our sheets, which is the 750 Club. And look, before I hit the button, I'm getting spicy today, and I'm fully aware that 2 of these guys are underdogs that I'm betting. But, oh, no, I'm lying. We got the marquee match first, so I'll hold that.
I actually forgot that there was a marquee matchup. All right, yeah. It is our guy. Don't want to mispronounce his name, just like the other guy that you almost.
Well, some days I call him that name still.
Damn Schindler.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, come on. I don't know,
He's about here before he makes the list.
That's fair enough. We don't want that. But I mean, straight up Cy Young candidate. I mean, he's been unbelievable. 68 strikeouts, sixth in the league. He's got a 1.35 ERA. It's not quite Shohei levels, but it is first in the AL. Actually, yeah, that might be majors. I don't know if Shohei has enough innings to qualify. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's either AL or MLB, one of the two. And then he has his .78 WHIP, which is second. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 4 starts. His last start, he had 9 and 6.2 innings pitched, and he's hit this in a whopping, I'll just say the percentage, 80% of games. Yes, it's 8 for 10. He's had at least 6 strikeouts. On the other side, Savage.
Savage, boy.
I love this. I love that name. I do that. He's on my fantasy team, and every time or one of my fantasy teams, and every time he pitches, I love saying. I just say it a bunch of times so I can get it out of my head. He's had 4 starts, but he's hit this 3 out of his last 3, so he's 3 out of 4. Against the Yankees, he has a 62.5 K percentage. I know that is high, and it's not a huge sample size, but it's 16 plate appearances against the current Yankee lineup. The 2 of the times that he had 6 strikeouts, he did so in just 4 innings. So, and he also had, because he was hurt to start the season, that's why he only has the 4 starts. He himself has a 1.4 ERA. So not only is this the marquee matchup based on just the stats and that I got it at a good number, plus 192, as you can see. I think this is actually one of, if not the just best pitching matchup period on the day. AL East foes, the last year's AL Championship Series. Yeah, I mean, I really like this pick. I really like this. If I was a fan of either team, I'd be glued to the TV tonight. Lost yesterday. I believe I lost by it was a Luzardo. It was Luzardo because Burns.
We don't talk about Luzardo. He's close to the list.
Hold on, I'm putting them there now.
Burns showed out and Luzardo didn't. So, yeah, I think this one has a really good shot of hitting, and I think I have a good chance of the marquee being profitable to end the month. So, and I think it starts tonight.
Well, you know what's funny is Savage has been on my list unofficially just because I bet him one time and he failed me, and then I never bet him again. He doesn't deserve to be on the list. I just kind of mentally put him there. But that doesn't mean
his first start. It had to win his first start.
Probably was. And I think I remember him letting me down a couple times last year, and I let it carry over, and I shouldn't have. But that has nothing to do with how he actually pitches. It's just my mental hurdle I can't get over. It's my mental hurdle, kind of like Pat can't get over the hit parlay mental hurdle, which is why he's not hitting.
I'm trying. I am trying. I'm trying. You know what? Out of solidarity, you might not want me to do this. If you have a hit parlay today, I will bet it.
Well, considering I'm putting one up every single day, there's going to be one.
All right, fair enough.
Hit it yesterday.
But we're going to go ahead and run up the 750 Club. And again, disclaimer, 2 of these are both pretty big underdogs.
Whoa.
We're going Golden Knights money line. They are facing the Avalanche, which are extremely hard to beat at home. I'm aware of that. But ever since the Golden Knights had a coaching change, they have been on fire and have not looked back. I'm riding the wave to win this series. They're going to have to win in Colorado. So why not tonight? So I'm riding them. I think you're getting them at plus 200 right now. They're really driving this parlay. Spurs money line. The fact that they're still almost double digit, like 7-8 point underdogs is wild to me. They faced them, they're 4-1 in the regular season and 1-0 in the postseason. They've gone 5-1 against OKC, and they continuously make them 7.5 point underdogs. I don't care where the game is played. The Spurs have OKC's number. They know how to play SGA. SGA was locked down like nobody's business. Nobody can guard Wemby. Chet tries, but nobody can really guard Wemby. When he decides he wants to get to the hole, he gets there, and that was very evident in the last parts of that game. He also went for over 50 minutes, so people questioned whether he was durable enough. He proved that too. I'm going to say it now. Spurs are winning the championship this year. I don't think they're going to be stopped. I really don't. If they because they're going to get past the Thunder, and I hate to say it, Pat. I just don't think the Knicks have enough to stop them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to agree with that. The Knicks are not gonna have enough to beat
I'm not
the
saying they're
Spurs.
going to run through them. I think it's an interesting series.
It's a 6 or 7 game series.
I think it's probably like a 6-game series, but he's trying to downhouse me. And then I do have the Braves money line. They have Chris Sale on the mound. They have the best record in baseball. After the first game where they got destroyed by Miami, they came back to double them up and win 8-4 last night. I think they get the win today. Again, the Chris Sale games, he wins most of his games. He goes 6 or 7 innings. It's usually when he goes out like N5 that they have an issue. Because if they get to the 8th and 9th, nobody's getting runs. It's that 6-7 inning that really could be an issue. I don't think he has an issue tonight. I think he gets deep, and I think they win this game. And we got this at plus 1021. So we got a 3-legger this plus 10, 1021. I love it. If we can get past the Golden Knights, I think we're hitting. That's how good I feel about this. If the Golden Knights win, we win this bet. I really feel that. You're going to see I have Spurs taking the points later just in case something weird happens, but I really feel good about that.
Yeah, I'm with you with the Knights. I have a future on them myself. Actually, let's see when I bet that. When did you bet yours?
I bet mine at the beginning of the season.
Oh wow! Super. What did you get it at?
Like a plus 1,000.
Let me see.
But I think it maintained like the same odds the whole season.
I don't remember when I bet them. Let's see. June 16th. What? That's not true. That's today. Wait. Oh no.
Today is May 20th.
Oh, there it is. October 18th, 2025. Oh yeah. So that was like the beginning of the season. That was like the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think
I'm at 9.5.
You probably bet it the day I bet it.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So I'm all in with the Knights. I agree. If the Knights can beat the Avs, I think both the other legs are. I mean, yeah, it's disrespectful. I mean, I know that they're in OKC, so maybe that's still why. But I mean, it was double overtime. But if Wemby does Wemby things, they're going to be hard to stop. Yeah, I mean, that's just a fact. So
we will.
The Thunder don't have an answer, and their answer is SGA just being better, and he just wasn't better.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help. He's like octuple covered, and there's 5 guys on the court, and somehow 4 of them are covering SGA.
Yeah, they don't have anybody else that can really do damage right now.
I mean, even Caruso put up 30, and they still couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
So it's like
Caruso was playing.
So SGA he knows he's going to be triple covered when he gets to near the basket. So he's driving the hoop and kicking it out to the 3-point line, which is why Caruso scored so many points. The problem with that is if those guys can't shoot 50, like close to 50% without producing, they just don't stand a chance. Yeah. Because the Spurs can score at will when they want to, and especially when Wemby's turning it on. So
yeah, I mean they just have too many people.
Yeah.
They may very well make us look stupid and come out and blow them out by 20 today just to prove a point. But you know what? I don't see it happening. They didn't do it all year. Why are they going to start now?
Right.
True.
Well, I think that is the last segment of the day, which means we will be moving on to the plushie, the table top. We got C-Money leading off again.
I'm first again? All right, so Braves fan here. Obviously, go Braves. So I'm gonna go a little light on Chris Sale. I feel like he can go 7-8 on the strikeouts, but we went 6. Kim Schlittler. I took him last time he pitched for. I don't know. I can't remember. And he hit for me, so he's been pretty decent for me. I think he's only missed like once. And then I took Shohei for 7+ strikeouts. The man's a beast when he pitches. So, yeah, definitely took that. And then I just found out that Caitlin Clark is a void tonight. So that changed a little bit. So we had her for 31+ prop. So this went from 360 to I think like 234 or 244.
Still not
but
bad.
I still feel like it's solid and we should be able to hit this one.
Yeah.
I noticed that too because earlier when I was betting, I was thinking about doing a 750 club that included the WNBA, and then I was like, you know what? Not with her out not playing, I don't want to bet any of these other games. So I almost took the Sky to lose and take the spread on that, but eh. I gotta be excited by a game, and the only way I could be excited by a game is if Caitlin Clark's playing, and if she's not playing, then I don't want to watch it. Although Sophie might ball out if she's playing.
Who didn't what's oh man, what's her name?
Angel Reese.
Yeah, didn't she get traded?
She did.
Where is she playing now?
Atlanta.
No, well.
She
was the me-bound one, right?
She is throwing up bricks in Atlanta now.
And boy, is she ever.
Damn.
I was checking stats the other night because she was playing against Aja Wilson, who I took for like 25 points. And all the updates were Angel Reese missed for like 6 in a row. She missed like 6 shots. And I'm like, please get her off the court.
Probably had 4 rebounds in those 6 misses, though.
Probably.
We need Python. We need Python to come in and
we do, and I need to message him because I'm not even on my X right now. I'm on our X, so I haven't been able to message him lately. I do need to get a hold of him. I know he usually waits until a week or 2 in, which we're getting close to that time. So I almost hit him up this morning. So we definitely need to reach out to Python and get his insight on WNBA because he is a wizard with WNBA. And and the balance that I have because of all my free bets, I may end up being very irresponsible in WNBA bets from him this year. But we will move on. We have PD King. Oh, his tabletop was just the PD King. Okay, or the PD of the day. I got you. I'm wondering if maybe he give me 1 second. I want to make sure he put more in and just didn't make it into the show. Hold on.
Yeah.
So he also has Ohtani 1 or fewer earned runs in the Dodgers money line at plus 122. He has Junk 4Ks, Schlittler 5Ks, Yasavage 6Ks, Sales 7Ks for plus 430. And then Modlinski 4Ks, Bibby 5Ks, Harrison 6Ks, and Ohtani 7Ks for plus 695. So I put the sheet on here before he was finished filling it out, apparently. So those are his bets. I will go through them one more time. We got the PD of the day. We've got Ohtani, 1 earned run or fewer, Dodgers money line at plus 122. We got ladder parlays of Junk for 4Ks, Schlittler for 5Ks, Yasavage for 6Ks, Sale for 7Ks at plus 430, and then Modzinski. I'm pretty sure it's Linsky. I don't know. 4Ks, Bibby 5Ks, Harrison 6Ks, and Ohtani 7Ks at plus 695. And I am sorry for butchering all of those
Oh
names.
boy! And ladies and gentlemen, he has not even had a whiskey yet today, and this is how.
Why did he give you such hard names? That's how.
Well, the problem is he spelled it wrong too, so it didn't help. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's an L in here, but you know what? That is the PD King's tabletop. Then I will go into mine. My people are a lot easier to say. I've got a strikeout parlay of Shohei Ohtani 6+ strikeouts. He's hit this in 5 of his 6 starts. Randy Vasquez 3+ strikeouts. He's hit this in 8 of his 9 starts, and the Dodgers have a tendency to strike out a lot. Chris Sales 6+ strikeouts. He's hit 6+ in 7 straight games. Then I've got Mike McGreevy 3+ strikeouts, who has hit this in 3 straight games as well. Got this at plus 175 and was boosted up to 214. Our hit parlay of the day. All of these guys are on hitting streaks. We've got James Wood for a hit. He's on a 5-game hitting streak. He's got 10 hits over those 5 games, so he's got a lot of multiple hit games. Then we've got Juan Soto, 1+ hit. He's on a 6-game hitting streak with 11 hits over that time, and the Nationals pitchers are dog water. And then we've got Nolan Gordon for us last night on a long ball, getting us a plus 550 on a 6-game hitting streak. And I'm riding the high off for his home run last night and hoping he gets us to hit this parlay at plus 234. Then we've got the cards, also known as the NBA parlay, on there because we did it last night, and I said if we hit it, I was leaving it on there. So I've got Spurs plus 12.5. I already told you I think they're going to win the game straight up. So you give me 12.5. This is easy money. I don't think that any game in this series the Spurs lose by this much. Win or lose, I don't think they lose by this much in any game in the series. And like I said, they're 4-1 in the regular season. They're 1-0 in the playoffs. All they do is own OKC, and all the Vegas does is keep losing money by backing OKC. We're going to go Wemby 25+ points. That man is playing like a man possessed, and he has OKC's number he drops big numbers against OKC. I think he's trying to prove a point. He thinks he should have won MVP, so he's trying to prove that he should be MVP. And then Stephon Castle has been the guy that plays off of Wemby, and he has been getting points left and right. 14-plus points, hit this in 4 straight. He's hit this in 85% of the games of the playoffs. He typically is right around this 15-point mark. I took it as low as I could before it got to minus 300, and then I got this at plus 215, boosted that up to plus 268 as well. And we've got the best bet, as always, Shohei Ohtani, 2+ total bases. I think he goes deep today. You can book that. I think he hits a home run today, and I think he throws 7 strikeouts. Bet it if you want to. I did. Got that at minus 107. So all that – well, no, I think we have Chick Picks Gens coming up next. I could be wrong.
We do?
Nope.
He's wrong.
We saved you for last.
The best for last.
Let's go.
The prettiest, for sure.
For sure.
Facts and facts.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So another cards parlay. I mean, yours was, so good. I don't know how to follow up your St. Louis Cardinals parlay. That just so happened to be a basketball parlay. But I'm running it back, except just new pitcher McGreevy, who, I mean, it's him and Libby that are the main potential big number strikeout guys for the Cardinals. We've seen a couple of dudes flirt with 5, 6, 7. I think Leahy had 9 in one start this year. But Libby had 9 and 4 and a third the other day. And McGreevy's got the stuff. His over-under is 4.5. So I'm on the under on this. Just need 4. I'm obviously on the over. I said that weirdly, but I just need 4. Burley to get a hit, as we saw Burley hit a home run last night. The middle of that order is cooking. I know Walker didn't hit the home run, but he did get a hit. He didn't clear the 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. But the way that he's been swinging the bat, he doesn't stay down for too long. So I expect, just like you kind of expect a home run from Shohei, I'm saying that Walker is due today. Obviously, I throw the marquee on there. My other 2 marquees are Edward Cabrera of the Cubs, Kyle Harrison of the Brewers. Little rivalry matchup here. Kyle Harrison in his last 2, 7 and 6 respectively. He had 7 and 5 innings pitched and 6 and 4 innings pitched. On April 26th, just a little tidbit, he had 12 strikeouts and 6 innings pitched. So he's very capable of it. I think he might need to go 6 to get this. The Cubs have been struggling. The Brewers they've lost 8 of their last 10. The Cubs, they've been such a streaky team. They have 2 10-game winning streaks, and then here they are in the throes of a downturn, and they lost the NL Central lead. That's just going to be a dogfight all year. And just another aside, Kyle Harrison has hit this in 5 of his 8 starts this season. On the flip side, Edward Cabrera starting to come on. He was one of the bigger Cubs acquisitions in the offseason. He's hit this 3 of his last 4, and those happen to be the only 3 on the season that he has in his 9 starts. It's tough to really predict in these divisional matchups, but I think I got a pretty good price, as you can see there, $330. I like that. I liked it. I liked what I was seeing when I was going through the potential marquee matchups today. And then on the last one, obviously going a little light today, probably a good thing. Emerson Hancock. First of all, I believe we've talked about this guy before on the show. What a name! I mean, this guy is straight out of like the 1800s or something. Just Emerson. Emerson. What is that? What a name! Shout out to him. But he's been pretty dang good this year. 56 strikeouts. 2 out of his last 3 he's hit this, including on May 15th he had 6 innings, and then on May 2nd he had 14 and 7 innings pitched. So that is solid, and he's hit this 5 of his 9 starts this season. Remember the name Emerson Hancock. It's hard not to. And then speaking of a guy with a very bland name, Sean Burke. Sean Burke of the White Sox. He had 8 and 5 on May 2nd he had 8 in 6 innings pitched. He only has 2 on the year, but in his last start he had 5 and 4 in the third innings pitched. I think he needs to go 5, and we can see this happen. neither team is really lighting the world on fire right now. I think Hancock is the one that is. I'm not going to say sure thing because nothing's a sure thing in baseball, but I think you're sweating the bland name guy, not Emerson Hancock. What? I can't get over that name, man. Then I got 2 ladders here. As you can see, I laddered Shohei, and yes, I'm already down 1 million units. What's 1 million more if I lose all these? I laddered Shohei from 7 to 10. I got the odds right there for you. Did the same with Chris Sale, laddered him 7 to 10. And then I'll just skip to the bottom of the right side. And then I just did a separate Shohei and Sale 8 plus Ks. Why not? I mean, Sale's been really good for me when I bet on him this year. So Shohei declaring to hit does worry me a tiny bit. I don't think it should, but I still have faith he at least gets to 7. And if he's going to get to 7, I mean, he's probably pitching well, and 8 should be attainable. NBA wise, give me SGA and Wemby 40 plus pro. As you said, you kind of alluded to it, the professor, that Wemby's going to get his. We know that even in a loss, and I think if the Thunder are going to bounce back, they need SGA to be the MVP, and being the MVP will equate to 40 plus pro. I got Vassell 2 plus 3s. He's been lights out when he gets. Open looks for this guy, or might as well just count the 3 while the ball's in the air. And then I like my UConn guy Castle for 12 plus points. And then my other one, I'm running it back with my Rutgers UConn parlay. I know they're on the same team, so sometimes it gets hard to do, but give me Dylan Harper and Castle 12 plus points, and then Harper and Castle. This is respectively. So Harper 3 plus assists, and then Castle 6 plus assists for that 2-2-2. And then I'm with you with the Knights. I'm riding with the Knights. I have been all year. I literally bet them with you to win the cup at the beginning of the season. I know it's a tall task. The Avalanche are looking like world beaters. But as you said, if the Knights have any chance, they're going to have to steal one in Colorado, and today is that day.
Let's go.
So, Pat, did you know – sorry, Jen, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Did you know, because the professor and I didn't know till the other night, that Dylan Harper is Ron Harper's son?
Yeah.
That's good to know. We did not know that until the other night when they were doing some sort of interview or something.
I'm not I think he went to Rutgers too. Pretty sure.
Who, Ron Harper?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why Dylan went there. Let me just fact check that.
Did you know?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't.
Emerson Hancock in a previous life was a bare knuckle boxer.
Who? Ron?
I've got a fact.
Oh, okay.
Did you know? We need to have a Did You Know segment.
Right.
Did you know that there have only been 2 MLB baseball players with the first name of Emerson? The other one was Emerson Dickman. He played for the Red Sox, and he was a pitcher from 1936 to 1941.
All right.
And Hancock's the other one?
Yeah. In the history of the Major League Baseball, 2 of them.
Emerson, man, what a name.
We need Hurston Waldrop to come back so we can have Emerson Hancock and Hurston Waldrop on the same bet.
Oh, man. The Emerson and Hurston back to – oh, man. That would feed families.
Sounds like
Yeah, shout out to Dylan Harper. He was – it's crazy. You could say about like the Duke team that had the flag in Knuppel that didn't win a championship. But at least they made the tournament, obviously. Rutgers had 2 of the top – 5 picks in last year's draft and didn't make the tournament. Crazy.
Sometimes it just goes to show it doesn't matter how good or bad your team is. There's always going to be a spotlight. Look at Jerry Rice. He went to a little ass college and he had a wonderful NFL career.
Yeah, true. Very true. Absolutely.
I was called bricks as a kid, so that helps.
Well, yeah.
What did you say?
Big old hill. Oh, yeah.
He also caught bricks from his father as a kid.
Yeah, that helps.
Shout out, that's my favorite. That's my second favorite athlete of all time, Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice?
He's in top 5 for me for sure.
Yeah.
Now we are moving to the part that everybody's probably here waiting for.
Exactly. I know I am.
X picks off bets. And I'm going to let you know this Venn diagram she done put together.
Not a
Whoa.
Venn diagram.
No
It-
way.
You need to sit down before he flips the slide. It's a lot.
Oh my Jesus, I love it.
Oh, no, whoa.
That took some time and effort right there, boy.
Oh,
So take a
my
moment,
goodness
take it
gracious.
in.
Hold
Can you
on. I gotta
post
go
this
to
on-
our
All
I gotta
right.
go to our spreadsheet so I can see this better.
Oh, I haven't put it in the spreadsheet yet.
Hold on,
Oh.
I got it.
All right, so let me I'll break it down for you. CJ Cup Byron Nelson. I'd never heard of it. It's in Texas. So I did some research on it. Last year, Scotty Scheffler won this tournament. Sure, that's impressive. What was really impressive is he won it. It was 31 shots under par. So minus 31, which is massive. So it was a really easy course. So as soon as the sun set in 2025, bulldozers came in and redid the course. It has, let me pull this little stat up for us. It has 83 bunkers, 13 holes include water. They made some par 4. They made a par 4, a par 5. They made a par 5, a par 4. So they've redesigned the course. Don't think it's going to be, the winner's going to be 31 under this year, but I don't know. It's tough to, can't really track the course when they've changed it that much. But these are my bets. You can tell it's a ton of parlays. My 4-leg parlays weren't hitting, so I'm going to go with 3. You can see I've got Scheffler, Kim, and Jordan. I've got Brooks, Keith, and Cootie. I've got Sung J M, Pendrith,
Got
and
Cody.
Rico, Hui. I don't know, Hui. And Brennan, Return of Our Blades Brown, who you know I love. I have a shirt that says
Yeah.
Blades Brown. And Rasmus. So what it is, if you look at these, you can see the top 3. Each of the sets of 3s are a parlay. For that set of 3 to make the cut, the first one's minus 227. For that set of 3 to make the top 40, it's minus 140. So that's how you read the slide. You can do each of those sets of 3 parlays. And then you take those top 6. If you want those top 6 to make the cut, that's plus 244. If you want those top 6 to make the top 40, it's plus 600. Same thing with the bottom 2. If you want to put all 12 players together, it's a huge risk, so don't put too much. But if you want them all to make the cut, you're looking at plus 3370. And for top 40, which is essentially, forget that dime, plus 35,000.
I love it.
So you have lots of options there. Just know that the course has been completely redesigned over the last year. There are not a lot of household names. If you look at the lineup for this, there are a lot of folks that I'm not familiar with, a lot of up and comers who could really make their mark. But it's not, there aren't a whole bunch in the top 20 in the world who are playing in this. So it's a little bit of a risk, but it's one I think we should take.
So I will say that there's one other golf course that I know of that, since I've been watching golf this season, that they changed, and the defending champ he crushed the golf course all the way up until they changed it this past season, and he did not do well. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying Scheffler couldn't win, but if you make this much of a drastic change in a golf course after this golf course, things are going to change. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's hard to predict because I do like course history, and that completely nullifies course history. And the guy who helped redesign it, I didn't even know he did golf courses. So it'd be interesting to see, especially what the feedback from the golfers say about it, and those kinds of things. So those are my golfers. I will also say, as a side note and a quick DraftKings promo, DraftKings does have, I very rarely like some of the parlays they pre-put together, but they do have a top 20 finish parlay for Scheffler, Siwoo Kim, and Cootie at plus 290. So I did bet that for them to finish in the top 20. So if you want a pre-done parlay, I do like Scheffler, Kim, and Cootie for plus 290.
I mean, look, can you expect a slide to give you any more? You have Cootie and Hoey on the same slide.
right.
I mean, I don't know what else more you want out of a golf bet. Like, it's almost unheard of to have Cootie and Hoey together. And Pendrith almost murdered me at the Truist Open. He literally rocked a tree that was 5 feet left of me, and the ball shot out 5 feet from my feet. I was standing 5 feet from him as he had to make his approach shot, and then he put it 10 feet from the hole. So I feel like I'm connected to Pendrith now that he almost killed me.
They're kindred spirit.
And it's shots like that maybe make a reason why when he's in a 3-person parlay, the top 40 is plus 460.
That's right. But he also recovered by putting it 10 feet from the hole from that rough that was right next to me. I should have fell down and said ow and pretended to hit me. Maybe I could have got a signed ball or something.
Right?
Because there was nobody else around but me. I was just walking down the cart path, and next thing I know, crack, crack, the tree right next to me is just rattling. And then I see a ball fly out. But say that the plus 35,000 is a forget that dime, but anybody remembers a few months ago, Six Picks Jen hit one.
I hit one for 19. Yep.
She hit the one for 19,000 and has a decent amount of money in her bankroll still because of that. So, they are forget that dimes. Bet them responsibly. Throw a buck on it and see what happens. That's all.
Exactly. That's what I do. All right. Well, thank you so much. Tea time start tomorrow. So I know we've got some more baseball that starts tonight. We can feel free to hop to that. But be sure to pick your favorite parlays and play them.
All right. We got our last calls. I'm going to throw out my long ball. I'm going Bo Bichette, 1+ home run at plus 525. He is 6 for 14 lifetime with a home run versus Littell. He had 2 home runs last night. He's only hit, 5 or 6 after last night with those 2 home runs. But guys get hot, and they usually hit multiple in a week. And at 525, why not us? And then my Grand Slam bet on DraftKings is Andy Pages. He is 3 for 4 with a home run versus pitcher tonight. And he is looking very good this season. He's got 10 home runs on the season. I thought the plus 610 for somebody who's already got 10 home runs was kind of high. So I really like him. So I took him for the Grand Slam on DraftKings. So that just takes us to C Money's last calls.
All right. So, like I told BD King yesterday or whatever, that if you ever have a doubt between Aaron Judge and Ben Rice, don't second guess it, go Ben Rice. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're going Ben Rice for our long ball. And then my last call, as you can see, I have Chris Sale, Michael Wacha, and Shohei all to go over 18.5 outs.
So what you're saying is bet 20 on Aaron Judge since you just did that.
Yep.
And then we have Poolside Pat with his last calls.
Oh, yeah. The first one is more of just in reference to my tag there, 29 and 18. I took the Cardinals over 69.5 wins at the beginning of the season. I mean, what a bet. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I mean, what a bet. Anyway, that's not here nor there. I just wanted to say that, make myself feel good. Then I didn't know that this was a thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on DraftKings they do it's similar to what they did last year. I don't know if they're still doing what they did last year, but where like you get a player to get a hit or whatever, and then like if it builds and builds, like you remember that they did that last year, like you get a random player and then they're doing this thing called Big League Draw.
Yep. And
like you get to pick out of 3 players.
Yep.
And then I still don't really understand it, but I tried it today. I guess if you like win more, depending on how much you win, you get a profit boost. Even if you don't hit any of them, you still
so
earn.
It's the same as last year, except last year they chose for you. This year they give you 3 and you get to choose your guy.
Yeah, but even if you don't hit one, they'll still give you a 5% profit.
Yeah, no matter what, you get a 5%.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So I picked O'Neill Cruz. That obviously the Cardinals are playing the Pirates. And I decided to just throw a little bit more of a long shot with him, which is Victor Scott. 2 center fielders. Thought it was a fun little bet, 164. And then it's not my long ball because I'm still at war with Fanatics, but I'm not even going to try to make it.
Yeah, don't even go there.
Yeah. But it would have been Jordan Walker, as I mentioned earlier.
Well, you can just take him for the Grand Slam on DK.
That's a good idea.
So here's the thing. Jordan Walker is really close to making my list. I'm not going to
No, he's on mine.
That man has failed me so many times this year, including 18,000 last night. Now, I'm aware a home run is a lot to ask for a guy, but he has failed me on 4 occasions on 2+ total bases or hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm aware that every other game I didn't bet him, he did hit one. That's not the point. The point is when I bet him, he failed me. So he is 1 night away from making my list. I didn't bet him today. Therefore, he's not going to be on the list tomorrow, but he is very close to the list. And with that being said, I will let Chick Picks Jen give her last call.
My last call is regarding the CJ Cup again. My favorite bet is the go-to hole-in-one. You can bet it for any time in the tournament, and that's at -120. You can bet each round individually. The first 2 days, it is plus 315 to get a hole-in-one. The last 2 days is plus 650 because you have fewer golfers because of the cut. So I bet those. I certainly encourage you to consider betting that. I don't encourage you to consider betting my long ball because I randomly pick names that I like, usually food like burger, mayo, rice. Tonight I chose Jose Ramirez. I chose him for 1 and I chose him for 2+ because you never know. So for 1, he's plus 500 and for 2, he is 6,000.
Okay.
That is based on no research, so don't bet it.
Ramirez is the one that hit my first home run on DraftKings the other night, so I really like him. He's been
really? Okay.
hot lately. And Pat hasn't seen this. I'm going to show it before we show the stats. When we say he made the list, this is the list.
Chris Jericho.
This
Why
is
Wu temporary?
Huh?
Why is Wu temporary?
because I went from betting him every game to him failing me. So he's on probation. He's on their probationary period.
He's in timeout.
His actually last 2 starts have been very good, and I haven't been betting him. So he's on the verge of getting off the list.
So he just needs a couple clean urines and he'll be fine.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
This will be updated. This is currently some of these are mine, some of these are Chris's. He just added Nolan McLean, as you can tell. He's not on my list. He is on C Money's list.
He's on
And I also added Jesus Lazardo as well.
the wall of shame betting black. That's all I like.
I created this the other night because we keep talking about a list, so I made a list. And then I will go back to the stats, and I am at 38.3.
Wow.
That is not an error. That is
Nice. Very nice.
C Money is coming up at a whopping 11.44 as well. We're both at double digits. PD King is at 7.36. Jen is at 4.18, and then we have. Normally, it would be really bad to have somebody at 21.83, but if you bet all of our bets, then you're still going to be making like 30 units on the show. So you know what? Bet everybody's still going to make money.
It's actually 40. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right because it's basically mine. You're right.
And if you faded me, you would be up. You'd be up a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You'd be up like 60.
You know, I mean, look. Get this off the screen.
I will say, we always promote bet safely, bet what what you can afford to lose.
Sure.
Every so often, I do take Professor's picks and PD King's picks and sometimes Pat's picks and put them together. Well, last night I put the Professor's hit parlay together and PD King's parlay 1 together for plus 2682, and that came through. So I don't suggest you do it, but if you do, and these guys or any of us are on heaters, you definitely have the potential of making that money.
So my goal is to get to 50 units this month. I'm setting a lofty goal since I'm already at 38. I might be setting myself up for failure, but if I get to 50 units, I'll be over 100 units for the year. So that's what I'm trying to do. If I can get to over 100 units the year before June, I will be ecstatic because I think I hit 100 like in October last year. So, that's the goal for the year. And we're also trying to get Poolside Pat to the plus side of things for a month, which is the next goal that I have. He needs to embrace hit parlays is what he needs to do.
I bet it.
So I don't know if that's going to jinx us or not. I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted me to do that, but I did.
Usually it jinxes us, but
Yeah.
I may want to bet all 3 of those guys for no hit tonight on the other side of things just in case. But
I mean, yeah, I would do that if I was you.
But that is it for us today. There's a lot of games that probably just started since there was some 640 games in
nice.
7, but we did get it all in time, which I was surprised we were able to do that. But we had a lot that came to you, a lot of different things going on. I appreciate all 43 of you that are in here. Please make sure you're following us on X. If we don't go live, I will drop picks live, and as you can tell, I'm up 38 units. So I'm not calling myself a professional. I'm just saying I'm riding a heater this month, so you may want to follow the bets. They may not hit. I may not hit every day, but when I do, I've had 2 or 3 days that were 10-unit days. So I'm just saying, I'm not the only one that puts picks out there. PD King throws his picks out there. It's a lot of times his picks go out there before they get on here, and those hit a lot of times when he's not on the show. And C Money's been hot this month, so just make sure you're checking it out. Once we get to 500, we will be giving out a $50 gift card to a random follower to a sportsbook of your choosing. That being said, also, if you're watching us, drop a bet in the show. You will get it's either 5 or 10. I think it's at 10 right now from Poolside Pat and a bet. So make sure you're dropping a bet in the show anytime you're live with us.
My buddy Mike wanted to, but he's probably going to be the one that gets it. But it's up for grabs. So
anybody who's in the show right now, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to throw a bet up before I start the end of the show. If you throw it in, we will bet it, and Poolside Pat will give you $10.
We understand you might be shy. You might be watching either for the first time or you have been watching, and you don't want to give a bad pick, or you might not be a gambler, and we appreciate you watching if you're not a gambler. But you don't have to bet it. You can just make me bet it, and then you'll get. You don't have to use that $10 on a bet. You can get a sandwich tomorrow. You can get a coffee in the morning. You can put it on gas. Well, I don't know how much you're going to get for $10 gas wise these days, but you can do whatever you want with it. I'm just going to give you $10. You don't have to bet. You don't have to use it on a bet. You don't have to use it. You're just going to get $10 as a token of my appreciation for throwing a bet. And I could just win that $10 right back with your bet. So if you're shy, I get it. I understand. I've watched shows before and didn't want to comment. I just wanted to watch. I didn't want like my name to be read. Like I've been there, but we won't bite. We won't judge. We just want to have some interaction with the people that are watching. There's clearly some people watching, and we just want to say hello. And again, you don't have to bet it. We're not forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. So,
and I know some of you came here from a share that happened during the show. So thank you for joining us. Do bookmark our future shows. That's how you can help us the most. So thank you.
500. Get us to 500. Oh, and C Money will buy you a pair of glasses too. Not 500. Somebody.
Nice.
Lots of things coming. Just get us to 500. We also have some other things that could be coming as well once we get there.
Yes.
So there's lots of things.
Which is insane. Not insane, but it's still there.
We're very close.
We've got some things in the works.
Yes.
So with that being said, don't see any bets that came in. So I will play you out, and that will roll over to the next stream. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow. I will play you.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeet.